Welcome back to RH Autos. Today we're taking a deep dive into the all-new 2026 Renault QM6, a model that has gone through a surprisingly bold transformation for this generation. Renault has reworked everything from the powertrain to the driving feel, the technology, interior comfort, and even the way this SUV positions itself in a rapidly evolving segment. If you thought the previous QM6 was simply a practical family mover, this new 2026 model pushes the boundaries and proves Renault is ready to challenge premium rivals with confidence. Let's start with the performance, because this is where the biggest shift has happened. Renault has introduced a more robust engine lineup, giving drivers a stronger and more refined experience behind the wheel. The main highlight is the new turbocharged engine that delivers noticeably improved acceleration, more responsive torque, and a smoother power band. This isn't just a mild upgrade. Renault has clearly recalibrated the drivetrain to make the QM6 feel lighter, quicker, and more confident in all driving situations. One of the standout improvements is the throttle response. Where older models sometimes hesitated or felt like they were searching through gears, the 2026 QM6 reacts instantly to your foot. When you want to overtake, the power is right there, and when you're cruising, it settles into a calm, effortless rhythm. The tuning of the transmission also contributes to this more linear feel. Shifts are smoother, better timed, and more predictable, which makes driving in traffic or on the highway far more comfortable and less fatiguing. Handling has also taken a leap forward. Renault has stiffened the chassis just enough to improve cornering stability, yet it hasn't made the ride harsh. There's a careful balance here, and it shows. Whether you're navigating tight city turns or merging at higher speeds, the QM6 feels composed and confident. The steering weight is more natural than before, light enough for easy maneuvering but firm enough to inspire trust on open roads. Drivers will instantly notice that the 2026 QM6 doesn't float or wobble like some softer family SUVs. It feels dialed in, controlled, and surprisingly responsive for its size. Renault has also refined the suspension, using adaptive damping technology to smooth out bumps without sacrificing stability. Over rough roads, the QM6 absorbs imperfections with ease, keeping the cabin quiet and comfortable. At the same time, it prevents excessive body roll, allowing the SUV to feel planted even during quick lane changes. For a family-oriented SUV, this blend of comfort and athleticism is impressive, especially considering the QM6 has never been positioned as a sporty model. Another major highlight is the improved fuel efficiency thanks to smarter tuning and better engine optimization. Drivers who spend a lot of time in urban environments will appreciate how economical it has become when driving at low speeds or during start-stop traffic. Renault's hybrid-leaning technology also helps reduce fuel consumption without making the car feel restrained or disconnected from the driving experience. Now let's briefly touch on braking performance. The 2026 QM6 gives you strong, consistent stopping power with a smoother pedal feel. The brakes bite firmly when needed but offer enough modulation for gentle, easy deceleration. It's another area where Renault has clearly focused on giving drivers both confidence and comfort. Moving to the interior, the evolution here is just as meaningful. Renault has redesigned the cabin with a cleaner, more modern layout that feels both spacious and premium. Soft touch materials dominate the surfaces, and the stitching details add a sense of craftsmanship that was missing in previous generations. The seats offer excellent bolstering and comfort, especially for longer drives, and the overall ergonomics have been improved so everything you touch feels intentional and well placed. The centerpiece of the interior is the new infotainment screen. It's larger, brighter, and more responsive, offering a smartphone-like experience with smoother animations and faster menu transitions. Renault has enhanced connectivity, giving drivers seamless access to navigation, media, and vehicle settings. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, so you never have to deal with cables unless you want to charge quickly. The digital instrument cluster also looks fantastic, delivering crisp graphics and customizable layouts that make driving information clear at a glance. Another upgrade worth noting is the sound insulation. Renault has worked hard to cut down engine noise, wind noise, and road noise, creating a more premium atmosphere inside the cabin. Whether you're driving on rough city streets or high-speed highways, the 2026 QM6 keeps the cabin calm and quiet, making conversations and music listening much more enjoyable. Rear passengers get generous space as well, with improved legroom and headroom. The seats recline slightly for added comfort, and the rear ventilation system has been upgraded to improve airflow. Families will appreciate the practicality of the cargo area, which offers a wide opening, a flat loading floor, and enough room for road trips, groceries, or sports equipment. In terms of technology and safety, Renault has packed the QM6 with advanced driver assistance systems, including lane keeping assistance, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and improved emergency braking. These features work more smoothly than ever before, helping drivers stay safer without feeling overwhelmed or interrupted by constant alerts. Overall, the all-new 2026 Renault QM6 represents a major leap forward for Renault. It's not just a simple refresh, it feels like an entirely new generation built for drivers who want refinement, confidence, efficiency, and comfort all in one package. Renault has taken the QM6 from a practical, predictable SUV to one that truly stands out for performance and interior quality. And for many families and daily drivers, this combination may be exactly what they've been waiting for. This has been RH Autos. If you enjoyed this review of the 2026 Renault QM6, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more in-depth automotive reviews.